Cancer, let us draw one oracle card for you, which I have pre-shuffled. Beyond words, deep silence. You could see here a lover, a couple, lovers, a couple. Silence is golden. If you are in a relationship, perhaps you are enjoying your time together, perhaps an erotic kind of appreciation, erotic kind of love, or diving deep into this thing called love, diving deep into connecting with your person, connecting with your partner, spending time off, and even in silence knowing where to move those hands. Even in silence, you know how to please your partner, not necessarily only in sex, but you know how to please them. You are very empathetic and receptive towards your partner's needs, and it's an equal exchange of this kind of love. Love knows no gender, no words, and you don't have to express how you feel or how you would make them happy. You just know. That is what does that card means. If you are single, if I am talking to a Cancer born individual who is single right now, this could mean you knowing yourself better, being at a place or a time in your life wherein you are fully confident about how you could fully express your sensuality, could be one. But for some of you, for some single individuals I am referring to or I am talking to, this could also mean that confidence in your own skin. That is what I am getting as a vibe from that card. Let us see what the other decks here, or the tarot decks. We'll be using 4 decks today, 2 oracle guidance cards, and the continuation of this reading also you would see there one more oracle card. So we would be using one more through the blog. You could also see there the decks used in this reading and the continuation, of course, of this reading. This is for Cancer, December 2021, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, and Venus for the sign of Cancer. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Maybe I could do a surprise reading and perhaps that one would resonate for you, or maybe next month's message. But regardless, it doesn't matter if it doesn't resonate. For some readers, they will tell you to check your Sun, Moon, Rising sign, and Venus. But for me, that's okay. If it doesn't resonate, you could check it out next month, or you could subscribe so you could be updated with another reading. I will try my best to do more readings in the future. But I've always believed in synchronicity, so there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Another why am I getting here? Rest. Taking time off. Silence. The main word to associate this card is silence. Like love as a sword, like a sword piercing through that mystery or that uncertainty through silence. It is through silence that you would hear everything that you want to hear. It is through silence that you would hear your intuition talking. And this is exactly this card. This is the energy I am getting from you, dear Cancer. Perhaps you have been exhausted from work, or perhaps this your arguments with your person seem to be going through the edge and it takes its toll on you. So you have made that choice to take that break, to take that rest, and to take that beauty rest. Look at her. This is recharge and regeneration, taking time off, using downtime for me time, making time for things that matter, or making time for meditation, for yoga, or connecting with nature. You could be if you are married, you could be working on your next baby, but one of you in this connection seem to be exhausted or so tired or so stressed out that baby making seems impossible, or perhaps the other end of this connection doesn't want a baby anymore. um, Working on that fertility, perhaps you are undergoing IVF treatments. You are reluctant about something, and perhaps you are using this time off to think it through, or to contemplate about things that you really need, things that matter, or things that would make this relationship work. Perhaps you are using this silence so that you would be ready when that heartfelt conversation would come in. I apologize for my words, by the way. Sometimes, English is not my first language, so, and it's not also Russian. So I am thinking of the right word as I speak. I'm not so fluent in English, so I hope you could bear with me, and I hope I could still make sense. Anyway, look at that. Those are two globes. It's You are refusing to shake things up. Perhaps could be coming from pride, or could be coming from not wanting to give a budge. You don't want to shake things up. You're not open to something for a change. Perhaps your person may be initiating this change, or telling you to try out, to have this adventure, to go on hiking, whatever. But you are not in your you are in your bubble, inside your bubble, contemplating about how to do this, contemplating, let me show it to you upright, contemplating on things that you think that matter, and spending too much time inside your bubble. Perhaps you're isolating yourself, but you have here's globe, snow globe, water, the elements of water you could see here. You know that stagnant water, when it doesn't move, water that doesn't move becomes stagnant and becomes mosquito infested. So this may be something that you think you need to sweep under the rug because it is not important, it is not life altering enough to make changes, but your partner is telling you to see it from their perspective, and you are not, it seems like you are not willing, you're not open to, you may need to come to change things, shake things up. You may also, you don't want to cooperate, you don't want to, it's like you telling your person, I don't want to talk about it. But perhaps you have also spoken or communicated this to a friend, and your friend gives you an advice about how you could tune in more with your partner, or to be receptive to your partner's needs. And right now, perhaps this is that silence, this is that time off, that you begin to weigh things, perhaps to see your person's perspective, or perhaps to understand, to be compassionate. Perhaps you're also understanding that you are not being compassionate to yourself, hence feeling stressed, hence feeling like you don't want, hence that resistance, or not wanting to take a move. It's like, I don't want to talk about it. You're like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm doing, I have to take a break, I have to focus on this, blah blah blah. I'm thinking it through, but you're not really thinking it through. Stagnant, that is what I am hearing from you. There seems to be changes that your person wants to implement, and perhaps they have been, their energy seems to be authoritative, that it irks you. Perhaps they are pushing some changes, while they are telling you or convincing you to see it their way. They are having a hard time to convince you. There seems to be, your person, your lover seems to be seeing something that you are not seeing yet. They could be telling you There seems to be a contemplative energy from both of you, but your contemplative energy lacks that action. It's more of just thinking it like in loop, in cycle, thinking it all over again without actually having that conclusion. Your person, on the other hand, has been thinking it through, but they know the answer. They have connected to their inner selves, and they have understood how the right approach to this certain issue that you have. I don't feel like this is something to do with money. Could be household tasks if you live together. There's more stasis from your energy, no movement, no action. Your person, on the other hand, is almost like a pig who knows that they are going to be killed soon, so they're rushing through something. They want to rush through something. It's like they're coming from a place of, hey, we have to act on this now. Perhaps if this has something to do with home ownership, perhaps your person is telling you, we have to deposit now, we have to act on this now, we have to make children, make babies now. Something in your person seems to be trying to convince you and using your emotional side to convince you perhaps to say yes on a certain decision. They're going through something right now, as what I always hear about cancer in cancer readings. I always see in cancer readings. I don't know, there seems to be a spiritual awakening of some sort, like that big bang woof splash of kundalini energy rising within them. Could be that which brings them that awakening, or it just feels like you are not on the same page. Both of you are contemplative, yes, I have mentioned that a while ago, but both of you are not on the same page in terms of approaching. This could be an elephant in the room, a long-standing issue between the two of you. But if you are single, by the way, if you're single, you are not taking action about anything. You are not taking action, much more not listening to whatever advice you receive from friends perhaps, and you don't want to bring yourself out there. You don't want to if you are single, you don't want to go, you don't want to actively pursue someone, you don't want to go date. You just want to read your book and be with yourself because you enjoy it the most. And the person that you may be thinking about, or the person that you are about to meet, is there is this one person perhaps that you are eyeing to date or thinking about, and or interested in, slightly interested in, a charmer type of person. Could be a spiritual type of person. They have issues, but they're going through something that is a major thing in their life, and you feel that you're not in the position to come into their life, when you don't feel like coming into their life or asking them how they are, especially now that they are going through something, a major turning point in their life right now. Okay, so going back to that, to that situation of being in a relationship, for some of you, you could be dealing with a person who seems to be a charmer and loves public speaking. Could be extroverted but very spiritual, and could be young. but could also be, it could be young, like 20s young, or could be mature, like 40s mature. And there's something about them that hooks you or keeps you attracted to them. Let us get what the universe wants you to know. Let's just see what else could be. A charmer, a person who acts on their emotions. Not exactly that, having that energy of lashing out, not that kind of energy. Could be a water sign or a fire sign. Water sign, fellow water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But I am getting more of a water sign. Going through something uphill for them. Delays and distraction. The energy of the person you're dealing with seems to be all over the place. I mean, it could be a meditation teacher, a yoga teacher, or a meditation practitioner who does meditation daily, or it could be an advanced yogi. But it seems like their energies, there's a lot on their plate. Could be there's a lot of words that are coming out of their mouth, like charming words, words to woo you, words that you would really regard as something sweet and something endearing for you. Charmer, they are a charmer, but they have a lot of plans or a lot of things on their plate. Could be also a family issue or a work situation, but they're the type who just express it but not really take action. Something is happening in their life and something is falling apart, and I don't feel like this is your relationship. It's more of you are just on two different pages. Could be opposites. Since you have been in a relationship, you knew that you are polar opposites, and I always get that in the Cancer. Polar opposites, you are the type who wouldn't want to take action. The person you're dealing with is very excited, enthusiastic about their goals in life or about pursuing something in their life, but the action is lacking. It's not commensurate to their goals, their actions. You, on the other hand, you're just non-action oriented to begin with. So I don't see what, let's see what the universe wants you to know, because if this is a reading about a common a long-standing issue between the two of you, I don't know how you would take action on that, because both of you doesn't want to move. And perhaps it is this guiding light that we have in the beginning of the reading. Silence. Perhaps you choosing to step back and cool down will allow your person to cool down also. They could be very moody, quite introspective, and perhaps you taking that deep silence, clarity would come in, and you would finally get to hear all the answers that you seek. A long way home, building something for yourself, a refuge, and perhaps this is also that where silence could come in handy. Taking a step back, getting out of your comfort zone could also be, or building that castle where you feel safe and secure, getting out of just escaping for a moment temporarily, so that you could get your well-deserved space, well-deserved me time, well-deserved break, something to clear your head. Could also be something about introspection or contemplation about how you've been in this relationship, how you are living your life. If you feel that you have been experiencing that a life well lived, perhaps sitting down contemplating would help you remember your past experiences, or perhaps this simple hurdle from your married life or your partnership, how it helps or how it influences your character formation. You are where you need to be, dear Cancer, and this castle that you have built here, or who you are, could be representative of who you are as a person, of what you've built, your successes, and even your troubles that have formed who you are today. And with that kind of acknowledgement, you find that safe space within yourself, or your inner self, and an awareness of that will keep you moving, or will keep you traversing a path that may be rocky, but a path that you would know how to handle in the long run. Okay, so continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below. More readings in the description box below, and please subscribe if you would want to be updated with more readings such as this. Thank you for being here, dear Cancer, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.